Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Twin Cities. We're in St. Paul, Minnesota, along with Ray Ferraro. My name is James Cebulski. Western Conference showdown tonight. They're not going all the way to the east, but still some hard miles for these teams.
I always thought it was an exaggeration how much the travel affects the teams in the Western Conference until I got traded there. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm in the plane the whole time. It really matters.
And we are about set to drop the puck on this one. The Wild have won the opening face-off and take possession here in the start. Big hit along the boards.
Wow, did he finish him off there? Really nice hit along the wall.
Strong use of the body. Quick pass to Saad. Scores! The captain delivers!
These are fun goals to score. You read that the goaltender's dropping into the butterfly, and you know you're going top shelf. You beat him over the glove. It feels great.
The Blues with about as perfect a road start you can get here, Ray.
They came out and wanted to be aggressive, sure, but you never really think you're going to get on the board this quickly.
Puck scooped up by Spurgeon. Across the line from center. Here's a short pass to Kulikov. Quick shot, and makes the save. St. Louis takes it across the line. Oh, and it stays out. I think he made a toe save on that one. Trying to engage a little physicality here. Kulikov's picking up steam. And things starting to ramp up a little bit now on the ice with that play. Broken up with the stick in the defensive end. Off his stick.
You've got to continue to work even when you put it in the game. They did that, and now they have a brand new game to play. What a beautiful goal. I love the way this puck is moved around. He's known to distribute the puck at the right place at the right time. And then it ends up on the scorer's stick, and there's no mistake made.
Inching closer to the midway mark of this period. We are all tied up in this one. Minnesota's got a hold of the puck off the draw. Shot, gets in front of it. Wait, they're signaling it. Looks like they're signaling a goal now.
That's got to stink for the goaltender. The puck hits the defender out in front. He loses sight of it, and it goes in the net.
Minnesota's taken a one-goal lead here in the first.
Deserved one-goal lead as well, but now there's so much time left, you can't even sit back at all.
Dumba's got it on the offensive end. Here's a blast! And the shot dies in the traffic jam. Manages to hang on. Makes the save. Takes the feed. And that's blocked. And now it's grabbed by Scandella. They gain the offensive zone from the middle. The Wild have taken possession in their own end. Sends the pass over. Taken by Kyrou. St. Louis has it in the defensive end. And now he tries to get it across to Kyrou. The Blues looking against the half wall. Big time stop by Kähkönen. Ahead of steam now towards the front. Good reach to the stick to knock the puck away. Gains the zone through the middle. St. Louis plays it against the boards. Broken up with the stick in the defensive zone. And puts it anywhere but the way he wanted it to go. From the left side, they gain the zone. Gets the full use of his stick on the poke check. Handles the puck. Too many bodies in the way. Driving right to the front. Here he is in close. Oh, he got a little
tough enough to make the save unless you can see it, and he's got to fight his way and find the puck.
Here's a shot. Grabs it with the glove. St. Louis with possession in their own zone. The Wild have gained control of the puck along the wall. Here's... Score!
There seems to be no way to stop them. They got one, and it seems like the momentum just changed so far in one team's favor.
It's a snowball effect now.
Didn't take much time with that either, James. Once he got the puck off the turnover, he zips it just inside the post.
Here in the late going to the period. Minnesota's got a 2-goal lead. They'd love to build on it. Eriksson X won the draw here in the neutral zone. Puck dumped in. St. Louis will play it from behind the net. Nearing the final 60 seconds here this first period. Oh, and he just gets a piece of it. Great extension on the play.
Smothered that in close chance.
Broken up with the stick in the defensive end. Snaps one here in the slot.
There was going to be enough time. They feel really good about themselves going into the next period. That's a good shot. He zips it by the goaltender, but he works himself into a clean area on the ice to shoot this from the high slot.
Centers are set, face-off ready to resume play. While the centers are jammed up, nice job by the winger to steal the puck. There's the horn. It might as well be someone yelling "Uncle" to conclude this first period. What a demolition. And as both teams head to their respective rooms, 2 more periods still to come. We're looking forward to it here on EA Sports. A chance for both teams to refuel. They are back on the ice, and period number 2 is about set to go. Set to get underway here in the second period. We'll see if they can stop the bleeding. Minnesota's got it behind the net. Great pass from the left wing. Here's a chance. Denies him on the play. Here's a chance. That goes off a twig. Scrum ensues along the boards. Picked up along the wall by Parayko. Quick feed to O'Reilly. Dumps it into the O-zone. The Wild have the puck against the boards. Exploring options here inside the defensive zone. Kulikov's taking it from his own end. Here they come on the attack. Grabbed along the boards by Zuccarello. Drives to the crease. And that banks off a stick. St. Louis gets the puck near the boards. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. And he uses his reach to disrupt the play. Blast from the point! Stops him cold! And puts the body into it, a little bumper car hockey. Tremendous stop by Kähkönen.
Really good work. I like this chance here as they get the puck into a scoring spot. Goalie's just better on this time.
The Blues will play it in their own end. Great stretch passes and connects. Minnesota's got a hold of the puck now. Taken along the wall by Kulikov. Looking for space inside the D-zone. And he slides it quickly to Foligno. Cutting to the slot. Too much congestion in front. Oftentimes the goalie will drop in the butterfly, take the chance that he's got every
everything covered. Not so here. This is up over the glove. It's a beautiful shot.
Minnesota's offensive onslaught continues. What are you seeing down at ringside, Ray?
Domination. They've been the better team for most of this night. Now they're in such a large lead, it's very comfortable.
Puck picked up by Dumba. Minnesota's on the attack. Here's a shot. Turned aside with the glove by Binnington. And as he opts to freeze the puck, we get a whistle.
Starting to look like a little bit of a fire drill in the zone, so this is a good play.
Here in the back half of this period, Minnesota's now up by 4. Gaudreau's won the face-off deep inside the offensive zone. Moves it quickly over to Fiala. The Blues have a hold of it in the defensive zone. And now he moves it to Bushnevich. Here's a shot, and he makes the save.
Kakinen's had a good seat for most of this offensive explosion. They're winning by a pile, and he hasn't had much to do.
From center, they get into the attacking area. Here he is, shot right in front. Picked up along the boards by Fiala. And it's a quick pass to Kulikov. Puts the puck on net. Nothing doing.
He's got to do something a little better than that. Just can't finish it from there.
Wonder if that gives him a nightmare later. And now it's over to Tarasenko. The Blues take it across the blue line. Oh, and it stays out. He got a piece of that one. The Wild have taken possession along the wall. Takes the feed. Here's a rip. Makes the save.
Kakinen's in great position here to make this stop. Nice work by the goaltender.
It's about to go down. Period number 3. James Cybulski, Ray Ferraro, ready to bring you the action. Third period underway here. This has been a total squash to this point. Ray, with 2 periods in the books, what are your thoughts on the game to this point?
The Blues are trailing in this game, and really sometimes the stats tell you the whole story. They have not had the puck very much, and as a result, they're not generating any offense.
Minnesota's gained possession along the boards. Things starting to get a little physical out there. He looks deep to O'Reilly. Quick shot, and he stands tall in goal. Spurgeon's lugging the puck. Sends a pass over, and that goes off a player. Sends it deep inside the offensive zone. Minnesota's got the puck in the defensive end. Into the offensive zone. A shot! Won't save, and the play continues. The Blues get a hold of the puck along the boards. Slides it over with pace to Kulikov. Pass back to the point. On the doorstep, and they can't connect. Picked up along the wall by Saad. Can't get it to go. Denied by the goaltender. Puck grabbed by Zuccarello. Lets it go. And that one's blocked. Here in the corner, he grabs the puck.
They have got them boxed right in here again on this shift.
Errant pass, and they can't connect. The Blues take it along the wall. And the intensity's starting to ramp up here after that hit.
Minnesota's coaches are going to enjoy this postgame, that's for sure. Everything has been done almost to maximum potential.
Here they come on the attack. Oh, fantastic save by Kakkonen. Along the wing up the neutral zone. Minnesota's got the puck against the half wall. Oh, what a stop as he gets a piece of it with his toe.
Sharp reaction save. Minnesota's coaches have really got a nice luxury to play with tonight. This second line has really been driving the bus. A big reason why they're in the lead of the game.
And skilled use of the stick to poke the puck away. Right in front with the shot. Kakkonen's going to hang on to the puck for a whistle. In the final moments of this period, Minnesota's got a 5-1 lead. They've been on cruise control all night. Great read by the winger to take possession with the two centermen tied up. Scooped up along the wall by Foligno. Inside his own end, moves the puck. And he feeds it down to Fiala. Minnesota's got it against the boards. Along the half wall with the puck. And just a good old-fashioned solid body check on the play. Gains the zone through center. Takes the pass. Oh, that's a big-time save. I think he got it with the toe. The Blues gain possession along the wall. And he comes up with the save.
Kakkonen's been their team's best player. He's been busy, he's been peppered at times, and he hasn't broken yet. Really solid performance.
Centers glide into the dot as a face-off ready to resume play. That's a smart read with the two centermen tied up. They go on the attack through center. To the front! Textbook stop by Binnington. There's the whistle as the puck is frozen up. Off the draw, and a nice job locking up his opponent. And that one's turned away. St. Louis moves it quickly along the wing. Lets the wrister go. Oh, what a stop as he uses his paddle to swat it away. He scores! Jumps right on us, a rebound and puts it in the back of the net.
Quick shot on the first attempt, but that rebound came right back to him, and he's able to settle it, put it into the...
Puck is dropped, play resumes. And they'll dump it in. The Blues will play the puck from behind the net. St. Louis looks to break out in their own end. And now it's to Tarasenko. And he puts that one aside with ease. And there's the final horn, bringing this one officially to an end. Minnesota's performance brought to life in so many areas. What pop for you?
For me, James, it's the way that they controlled the puck. They had it on their stick most of the time. They controlled much of the game.
This is almost the encore performance here tonight, Ray.
As long as nobody's singing, this is going to be fine. Everybody's having fun. They cheer the players say thanks for a great night.
Is that a hint at my voice?
Yes.
And that's all she wrote on this one for Ray Ferraro. My name is James Cebulski. We'll see you next time here on EA Sports.